Hey folks, and welcome back to another night of the Attack Torb Tournament Series Summer Camp Slam. We're here sipping on some legendary organic oil in Nombani. Sipped on any organic oil lately, Cool Pup?
Nah, sorry, I only drink essential oils.
Oh god, how's your cancer?
Tasty, thank you very much.
Oh, delicious.
Delicious.
Well, hopefully we won't see too much cancer comp between Attack Torb Orange and NFG Chaos, as 3-3 is still a capability here.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like we're actually gonna see it. The side of Chaos, going out the old goats. I like this Doomfist pick though from Leaf on AT Orange.
Could
Spice things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ashe is really powerful now too. Maybe not so much against strict goats, but like in the new 2-2 world, 2-2-2 world, I think Ashe is sort of solid. Maybe some early practice for Dan.
Can't knock the early practice. So you see a bit of a high ground, low ground trade-off here. Looks like Chaos is just trying to figure out which way they want to go. D.Va gets left behind.
The rotation underneath, a normal rotation there for goats on Numbani. Oh, that's a huge
big
anti-nade, though.
anti. Bubble does clear anti off of the Reinhardt. We are going to see our first pick of Rossen getting a kill onto Leaf. So much for that Doomfist disruption we were looking for. Psycho Gamer is going to get antied and killed by Iceberg as well. We're even. Hawkfire is going to get demeched. Another dynamite in there, setting everyone on fire. Ross is going to get antied. We're going to see Manticore go down as well. We're down one support for Chaos. However, we're still trading kills back and forth as Papa Twigs falls as well. Leaf does make it back on the Doomfist, gets a kill on the Shadow Kit and DMX Ross. Dan is going to be able to get a kill on the Miller forever, and it looks like Attack Torb Orange is going to be able to hold the point for the time being.
Amazingly patient play and some really good nades from Iceberg just to keep some of the picks coming for the side of Attack Torb Orange. It's really hard to break goats sometimes, especially when they could just kind of sit there and dominate point and you're playing dive tanks. You can't approach them. That kind of sucks, but anti-nade's certainly helping out on that front. Hopefully, I think for the most part, this comp is going to revolve around killing those that get anti-naded.
And they're not going to be as bright purple, but Dan's been pretty on point getting the dynamite onto at least 2 to 3 people as well, as we see a huge dynamite out. We are going to see Papa Twigs get nanoed, and Anti in there is going to paint Shadow Kit. A beat in for Chaos to try and sustain the ultimate used here. We are going to see Primal Rage come out on the side of Attack Torb Orange. Self-destruct drops in. Such a scrappy fight, it gets nothing. We are going to see Bob drop in. Send everyone flying. A big anti-nade comes in. Shadow Kitten dies immediately. Burning follows in suit. Psycho Gamer just looking around, not sure what to shoot at, dies as well. And we're going to see some cleanup here for Attack Torb Orange as they hold point A here on Nombani again.
Interesting engagement there from Attack Torb Orange to like catch the rotation toward the stairs by Chaos. Kind of some ults thrown around here and there, but again, it's Iceberg with the anti-nades to secure kills to prevent the massive amounts of healing that you're going to get from this Moira, from this Brig. Man, very early front runner for the Hammer.
Oh, yes. I agree wholeheartedly. As we see another under rotation. If it ain't broke or is broke, keep doing it. I don't know. What's the opposite of if it ain't broke?
Well, the problem is too is NFG Chaos just used a lot of ultimates that last fight, and they still have the grab, and they'll be not really coming up on too much, but I assume they'll get at least one other ult during this fight. But last fight was kind of their chance with the amount of ultimates. Dan goes down early though.
Does get rezzed by Shani. However, that'll be no res. Oh no. Oh no, you hate to see that. As we're gonna see Iceberg die. Hawkfire will get a counter kill. Attack Torb Orange moving up to ahead in the kill count. Dan's killing Shadow Kit. We're gonna see Manicore fall as well. Roslin's gonna get demeched. Papa Twigs will clean up, and I don't think they're gonna even be able to touch. They are not.
The touch right here. Yeah.
That'll be about 60%, give or take, for Attack Torb Orange. We'll see in a second. Let's see how good my remembering and guessing was.
57%, 57%.
I'll take it. It rounds up to 60.
Rounds up. Are you allowed to round up that severely in science? You tell me.
Yes. Well, it depends on where your sig figs are.
Alright. I'm gonna trust you on
Probably
that
should
one.
only round up to 58, but in terms of making myself look good while talking, I'm gonna say yes, it rounds up to 60.
Tech-Torp TV, holding our scientists accountable.
Mm-hmm. So it's the cutting edge casting I expect on this channel.
Yeah. So, some great dynamite usage, great anti-nades from Iceberg. Not the most fantastic ultimate usage on the side of NFG Chaos. Kind of really only got like one real round of ultimates, used a bunch. I mean, the Shatter was pretty cool. I know it knocked down Winston at least, and I think it was Doomfist, but there wasn't exactly the follow-up to finish off those down targets. On defense, they're going to still be running goats, but with Anna and Baptiste, it looks like.
Ooh, I don't even know what to call this goats. Coconut IPA goats, maybe?
Nice reference.
Meta.
Meta of exactly 7 minutes ago.
The best jokes are the ones that only 4 people get.
And is that notable goats counter Reaper on the side of Tech-Torp Orange?
Are we seeing the Mayblade comp coming out here on attack?
Wow. New goats versus old goats, Fortnite goats.
Which will win? I'm still calling it Mayblade. I think it's a clever name.
I like Fortnite goats.
Oh no, and we're gonna see 2 early deaths off of a very big boot from Miller. Looks like we're just gonna see a bit of spam out here on the side of Tech-Torp Orange, maybe try and build up ults a little bit. They are down 4v6 as Leaf gets charged coming out of the ice block. Unlucky. An anti-nade onto 2 of Tech-Torp Orange as well. And with the death of Papa Twigs and Shiny, yeah, Hawkfire is gonna bail.
I think it's a little bit of an ambitious rotation if you're going to go all the way low ground and then you want to loop back to the stairs in front of a Lucio. No. Good news is the only real ultimate that'll be coming up in this fight is going to be the Nano, but bad news is you lost first fight against triple tank, triple support, which means if they snowball their ultimates better than they did on attack, it's going to be crazy hard to break through.
We're going to see the Maywall come out here. Doesn't get too much, but they are going to be able to freeze Burning. And as soon as the Immortality Field wears out, they do confirm the kills. We're going to see Leaf drop on the point as well, trying to get another freeze target for attack to focus down. As we see Raska demech as well, Miller Forever is going to die to Dan. We're going to see Psycho Gamer get nanoed. Everyone's just kind of focusing him down. Psycho does manage to get a kill into Dan, but Blizzard's going to come out. Refreeze Burning, who tried to recontest. Shadow Kitten just barely escapes getting frozen, but dies in the air, which becomes an easy target. We're going to see the wall self-destruct combo get nothing. Miller's going to die anyway, and that'll be the map for Tech-Torp Orange.
A lot of that started too when Baptiste dropped a bit of the early lamp, wasn't able to save Reinhardt from getting frozen and just killed on the spot. They were just Tech-Torp was just able to kill lamp, freeze Rein, and then just snowball their picks from there.
We get ourselves a bit of a DPS play of the game here. I dig it.
I can dig it.
And I'll quickly move us over to intermission. We'll be right back for map number 2. Hey folks, welcome back here on Anubis and this nifty little boat thing that they don't talk about at all. Why is it even here? Why can you stand on it? Who drives it? I don't know, but it looks cool. What do you think of this boat, Cool Pup?
Don't talk crap about my flying ship.
That's how you got here, okay.
Yeah, that's how I got here. How did you get here?
I walked. It took me a while.
Must have gotten a head start. Had to skip out on work early to make it here on time.
Yeah, I left like a month ago.
Fair enough.
So what's this fish thing on the attacker spawn? Like, I don't. Why is there a fish on something in the middle of the desert? I don't.
Isn't that from another Blizzard game? I'm gonna assume that's from another Blizzard game.
Hey chat, is that from another Blizzard game? Question mark.
Right to us at Attack Tour TV Tournament Series. All right. So, new goats versus old goats. Again, Fortnite goats.
Or Mayblade.
Or Mayblade.
I think it should be called Mayblade.
Yeah. Quick rotation up here on the right, going up top right for the side of an NFG Chaos.
Why is
here on old goats?
Mayblade's a bit more of a difficult comp to move around with the Elisa, whereas goats, you just go party on the point. However, they are not quite on the point yet. I'm not sure why, because they have no real high ground presence compared to Mayblade.
It's gonna be interesting to see how these teams just run into each other, especially on the new Mayblade side, where their DPS have a lot of disruption with like the May and some cool burst damage with Reaper, but outside of that, no real utility. The Iceberg goes down early.
You're going to see the Immortality field out very quickly and a bit early for Shadow King. However, it is paying off as we're seeing the kills pour in. We're going to see Shatter come out of Burning. It is going to get Leaf, who's going to die. We're going to see, or almost died, Shani died. We do see Leaf die, and the blade part of the aforementioned Mayblade is all that's left as Manicore turns on that DPS Moira, confirms the kill, and that'll be point A on Anubis.
A bit slow to eventually drop down to point, but I think once they did, it was just all over. It's like you said, nowadays, like, even though it is the meta, Mayblade is a little bit of an awkward comp to attempt to push in with the Orisa, and even though you have a lot of disruption with May, I think Goats outside of like Ryan Zarya is maneuverable enough to get around May walls, and there's just so much shielding between, well, shield and bubble that actually freezing a target and finishing them is actually quite difficult.
And with the amount of healing they have between Batiste and Moira on the side of Chaos, it's even with the Magus, well, you see it work right there, so I'll hold my tongue. But as we see ults being thrown out on either side, Immortality field's gonna go down. You see it fall immediately. As Burning is gonna get frozen, shut down by Dan, the Mayblade combo.
Fantastic wall there by Leaf. Even though Psycho Gamer got the grab off eventually, and it was a pretty decently sized grab, the follow-up just took a little bit too long to arrive, and then by that time Psycho was just taken down. But we see Goats on 5 ultimates for this fight. They're going to be coming up on Shatter here, probably toward the beginning. We're going to be looking probably for a real huge Blizzard to hopefully steal this fight before a lot of the ultimates come out, or at least trade for 1 or 2 ultimates on the side of the normal Goats NFG Chaos.
Typical Goats comp nonsense. Once the ults start coming out, you tend to win points.
And the ults start coming in.
Walls down. So they are going to get a really good haul out. Self-destruct's going to drop right in. Shatter comboed with it. If you get Papa Twigs, you're going to see Death Blossom invested. On the side of Dan, gets nothing. Here comes Blizzard. It's gonna, Burning Tatum is gonna get bubbled by Psycho Gamer, saving his life. Psycho does get frozen, lives the fight. We're gonna see Manicore go down to Dan. Miller Forever die as well as Psycho Gamer, and Ghost is getting cleaned up by Mayblade.
Well, what ended up working out in that position was just having Attack Toward Orange survive the early onslaught of the Shatter Bomb. The bomb was pretty interesting, maneuvered a lot of team out of the way, but unfortunately probably maneuvered too many of them out of the way for the Shatter that followed up. Papa Twix was able to fortify and survive that. And once that happened, Dan was able to get even more ults out with the Death Blossom before the Blizzard ended up finishing everything off.
The sad thing to see is our Swedish princess Brigitte is dead, so it really isn't true goats. You could have like stunned out half of those ultimates with shield bash.
Sure. So it is new Brigitte here on the live patch.
Yeah, that's the sad part. She's dead.
Oh, that's pretty fat.
That was pretty fat. Shadow. We are gonna see Dan escape away with Wraith. I kind of forget he's there. He's gonna come in Death Blossom. Not gonna do much with the Immortality Field. Papa Twigs will kill it, but not before Hogfire drops to Manicore. And it looks like NFG Chaos here is just getting up on point. We are gonna see the Blizzard come out and beat at the same time. A bit more sustained, stall on point. Perhaps see if they can get more back. We're gonna see the ball roll on it. However, Graviton is gonna take out Shani. Dan will Wraith out. Hawkfire is gonna get shattered. Dan will finally die. We see Papa Twigs come back. Is gonna use the supercharger. And just too much dumped on one person. We're gonna start to see some progress on the point here. Leaf should be able to contest as he punches in, dies immediately. Shani comes back. See how long she stays alive on the point. Dies pretty quickly. We see the ball come back in, contest as well. Ball dies, a little more percentage. Will Iceberg make it in? Doesn't. And we see a round 1 capture here for NFG Chaos.
Falling more in line with typical Guild's gameplay there. And good news on that side for the NFG Chaos was their ability to clean up the point relatively quickly and not allowing attack toward attack toward orange to eventually trickle onto point enough to cause any sort of meaningful stall.
That good old goat snowball as well.
Yeah. It took a few tries, but I mean, Burning ended up with like 2 or 3 shatters that fight, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah. I guess when Brigitte's not stealing all the damage, Reinhardt gets shatters faster. Cough.
Hey man, I mean, well, there's not another real hero to help with massive cleave damage.
Yeah.
Reinhardt getting all the swings.
Brigitte's bread and butter. I miss old Brigitte. I miss goats. I like goats.
I kind of like new Brigitte, actually.
Why? What is she? I think she
it's a fun like perma pure roll. It feels like playing an off tank, which is probably why I kind of like it.
I don't like that the health packs are healing over time when her regular thing is also healing over time. She doesn't have any like nice burst heal that even some of the off supports have.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back at it with the Baptiste goats for NFG Chaos.
I thought you were gonna say
Mayblade.
fans.
Back at it again. Back at it again with the Mayblade.
Hey. Gonna see Shani zoom everyone in here over to the left. And we're gonna see Mayblade crash into goats back here in the back room, which does tend to favor goats a little bit unless the fight does center around Papa Twigs and Shield. Goats will be wise to kite back a little here, draw him to the choke, and then fight it out. As we are gonna see Burning get frozen, almost die, but the Immortality Field keeps him up. Papa Twigs will finally kill the Immortality Field. Maywall will split everyone onto the same side. No real pick from it yet. As we see Goats just fighting in its normal Deathball fashion. Burning will fall, however, to Dan. As we see Coalescence come out from both Moiras. And the fight will move on over to point. As Ross is demeched as well. Not looking great for NFG Chaos here. As Iceberg will confirm 2 more kills. We'll see Dan come out, get Miller as well. Manicore will fall to Iceberg. Iceberg will get a kill on Ross as well. Tally it, I think that was 4 kills for Moira on this point.
Even on the defense too, Iceberg was coming up with a couple final blows on the Moira, but that was definitely a tale of a really good Maywall, an even better Baptiste lamp, and then the availability of like pretty proper shield pressure from the Mayblade side to take out Ryan, pressure his shield so much that just him even existing on that high ground wasn't going to last that much longer.
As we see actually a Shatter come out for Burning. Doesn't get anything at all. As Mayblade had kited back, although we are going to see Shani and Leaf get caught up in the Graviton die. Iceberg will invest Coalescence into this fight where they're down and lacking the spawn advantage. Not sure how I feel about that. As we see Hogfire remech, Papa Twigs will rotate back around into the corner, and at this point I just kind of feel like they're staggering themselves really badly.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I wish I'd have that Coalescence back. I might wish I had this Blizzard back too.
LOL.
But oh my gosh.
My god.
I'm a
Hogfire
liar.
with the massive self-destruct May combo. Cleans up the point, and
But here's the scary part. The goat side is coming up with ultimates.
uh-oh. And they're slowly gonna trickle back in. Although Burning did switch off of Reinhardt onto the Wrecking Ball, so the scariest ult out of goats is kind of gone. Though we will have grab bomb combo. We're gonna see bomb come out immediately as Psycho Gamer is dead and not on point. Frost Manicore doing their best to contest the Shadow is gonna come back and steal this. So a little bit more damage. We're gonna see Death Blossom invested by Dan as I get none of it because it's behind the main wall. Iceberg confirming 2 more kills, 1 more for Dan. Papa Twigs taking out Manicore, and it looks like we'll have a capture here for Attack for Orange and into the time bank rounds where there's exactly 2 more minutes in the bank for Attack for Orange.
That was a big team wipe there at the end. Honestly, I'm a little bit upset that Burning switched off of the Reinhardt and onto Ball, even when he had Shadow, because mostly, like, especially on Anubis B, something I think is pretty underrated is actually staying on Reinhardt for the stall. You can come out of the right door and actually charge across the point toward like one of the pillars against the wall, and you'll probably catch a pick or two. Like, you could definitely catch a pick if you just charge someone into a pillar from the right side, and then you just have Shatter, and Shatter is a potential like fight-ending ultimate. And I think giving that up just for a little bit of extra stall on Hammond when you're going into May Reaper, I don't think that was
Yeah, not a good trade-off.
fantastic position. Fantastic decision.
I guess that last second panic, you want to make sure you get back to point to contest. Maybe not look at the exact percentage they have on the point as to whether or not you have time to get back out there as Reinhardt. Who knows?
For NFG Chaos here on the attack, I think we still want to go for that same rotation on the side of Attack for Orange. We gotta avoid at least the left side rotation if you're on the defender side. You don't want them to go high ground and behind you. You're more willing to take this fight here on your high ground if they rotate right.
As I hear a bit of thunder in the background right now, if the stream randomly dies, it's because I lost power or got struck by lightning, one of the two.
Rest in peace, Steve.
Although if I get struck by lightning, the stream will still be going, so maybe that's like the best case scenario.
I'm just gonna pronounce you dead now. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah. You want to do that in west or east coast. As we see Iceberg doing more work on point here, that we are going to see Leaf drop to a Fire Strike from Burning. As we see Burning just swinging around on the point, doing the most fun thing you can do as Reinhardt and not use your shield.
Left click over right click.
We're going to see both Coalescences come out. We're going to see the Immortality field down out of Shadow Kitten. As Shani backs off point with Iceberg. We're going to see the DMAC onto Hawkfire, who will soon die to Burning Tatum, still swinging around with that left click. Waiting for the May to come out. Fight me, you coward. Leaf is going to hide on the side of the May wall and then come out to the rest of NFG Chaos, who at this point is doing cleanup. He's going to shatter into the Orisa shield, get nothing. It looked cool though. As we're going to see cleanup, Dan thinks about coming in, decides to turn around and still dies to Psycho Gamer anyway, as we're going to see point A get captured here. Oh, stay on point. That was close. That was real close. Good save, Miller. Good save. Good job.
I saw exactly what I wanted to see from NFG Chaos, which is that rotate back right to the high ground and behind the Maygoat squad. Quick attack coming in. Burning probably wishes he had that shatter back, but make do with what we got.
how he's been playing, he might as well get one before the end of this fight. As we see Beat invested immediately, does his self-destruct come out, do more or less zoning. As Leaf comes back in, freezes, and sets up Miller to be killed by Dan. Psycho Gamer will kill Dan off in the middle of his ult, however. Graviton involved does get 3. Hawkfire will kill Psycho Gamer with the self-destruct. Burning is going to get frozen. Starting to be focused on a little bit. Immortality Field saved his life. As we see Hawkfire get demech. Burning, however, will get ran over by just about everybody on the side of attack for Orange. As Dan gets a demeching kill on the Raz, Shadowkit will fall to Iceberg. Dan getting 2 more to clean up and halt the push here for the end of round 3.
Well, Bernie got Shatter back.
He did.
just a little bit late.
However, what I said was still accurate.
Very accurate. I think ults were just committed a bit too early there from NFG Chaos with the beat and the Diva Bomb. It was a cheeky little Diva Bomb off the high ground, and you could see Rosalind just kind of just shove off the Diva Bomb from the high ground, and ended up not really catching anyone, but I appreciated the idea. But I don't know, I'm not a... You can make an argument for that early beat, because beat as an engagement tool, I think it's very underrated, but I think in that situation, I think he would have been best served holding on to it. Miller.
Something Miller time.
Miller forever, after all.
I don't know, you said served. I was just like, oh, cold one, Miller time. There's a joke in there somewhere. Chad, if you can come up with something better than me, I'd appreciate it.
Write to us at Attack Toward TV, P.O. Box.
P.O. Box 328.
Yo, don't dox us, don't dox us.
No, sorry. 823.
Alright, very doable here for Attack Toward Orange. Again, for them, you could probably rotate left, take this shield war that you will eventually win. Or maybe you get a cheeky wall off.
Oh, and there's the cheeky wall. As you see, Immortality Field down immediately to counteract the wall. Keeping everyone alive very well on the side of NFG Chaos. We are going to see Hawkfire get demeched as the Maywall goes up. However, the halt a little too late as it just pulls everyone into the Maywall. Although Burning moves a little too far forward, gets killed by all the focus damage you get when you go into that choke. Psycho Gamer is going to get frozen. We're going to see Coalescence come out for both sides. As NFG Chaos kites back towards point a little bit. We see the Immortality Field down as well. Ras is going to get demeched and killed. As we back onto point, as they try and eat down a little bit more of their time bank. But at this point, it looks like they're moving over onto point B here for round 4, I believe it is. Oh, as Burning gets a really solid charge. It's not going to amount to much, but I appreciate the moxie out of it nonetheless.
Gotta give up your life for it. I guess we will say drawable in this situation. Rosalind here for a little bit of extra stall. I don't really appreciate this. At this point, you're just feeding ult charge.
Like, what do you get? 10 seconds? What does that really matter?
Again, for this that NFG Chaos, I think you need probably an early grab and an early shower. You need to steal this fight before ultimates come into play. Level out the ult economy somehow. But Attack Toward Orange is gonna rotate left side and just go straight in.
We're gonna immediately see 2 kills beat on both sides. Timed very well for Miller as he gets frozen. Leaf is gonna get him too. Papa Twig's gonna take down the Immortality Field. We're gonna see Coalescences come out on both sides a bit later for Manticore. Shiny's gonna punch down Shadowkit. Psycho Gamer falls as well. Another crazy charge. This time getting a kill. An Earth Shatter as well. He's going to get frozen before he can confirm the kill on Hawkfire. Dan is going to use his Death Blossom. Gets the kill on Miller. Manticore as well. Self-Destruct's going to come in, stall a little bit as Shadowkit tries to put some damage into Leaf. Gets bubbled, delivered the freeze, gets frozen and beat down anyway. So we see more scattered fight going on. Rosalind is going to fall as well. We do see Bernie come back on the Wrecking Ball. He did use his Shatter first this time. I do appreciate that.
60 seconds.
And capping the first tick, Attack Torb Orange will get the win on Anubis.
I think this map could be characterized as teams doing really good rotations for their comps and just no one really adjusting on defense. Iceberg with the play of the game. Also,
Again.
more solid support play out of Iceberg in general. It looked really good.
I think Iceberg definitely has the edge here in terms of Mortar play. As we see.
Not to
the
say
sextuple.
Manticore is falling behind, because you see a lot of times too, they were just trading coalescences
Yeah, I
back
mean,
and forth across the
25,000
streams.
healing. That's nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah, exactly. Support play, at least flex support play, pretty high level right now.
And we'll take a quick break while I check in on Cool Pup to make sure he doesn't get swatted from when I doxed him. But we will be back with a quick halftime game. See you on the other side.
Okay.
Hello, folks, and welcome back for some more of everyone's favorite of my scuffed ass shitty segments. Can you guess the A-list owl personality based on Steve's shitty jokes and clues? Cheering ensues.
I already hate this game again.
A quick description for some folks in chat that may not remember how this works. I pick a random owl personality, and I came up with 4 clues that are really shitty based off solely of their social media nonsense. And you guess who they are by that, and it's actually been surprisingly easy so far, dare I say. Shadow's gotten 1 right off the first clue. I need to make them harder, but it's more fun to just make them dumb.
I'll have you know I got 3 off the first clue.
Wow.
I was here for the first week of this, and it was solidly difficult. I remember that. They were also very dumb.
That's all I can ask for. Well, anyway, we'll jump right into the first owl personality. And clue number 1. They're mostly white.
What?
TOS, bro.
TOS.
That seems a little
TOS.
sus.
Hint number 2. Been there since the beginning.
Chris Puckett.
Nope.
They're owl players. That dude's a bronze
Chris Puckett is pretty
doomfist.
white. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty white.
He's pretty white.
This dude's mostly white.
Would you like hint number 3?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Loud, but really good for male.
Is it Sideshow?
It is not Sideshow.
He's not an owl. He's a caster.
I said owl personalities, not owl
Oh,
player.
personality.
It has been casters before, yeah.
I have done
Ah.
casters. I think I've done like Zoe before,
for
and I think I've
male.
done
Yeah.
Sideshow. Would you like hint number 4?
Sure.
I guess so.
Gets fridge to further the story, saving the life of the angsty main character.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I have
Yo,
no
this
idea.
is
I think that
hard. What did I
I think that reference did not land.
No. Alright, well, it was Hedwig, so the owl from Harry Potter.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice, dude. That is
Not
big
an,
brain, giga brain stuff
I
right
quit.
not
I
an
quit.
Overwatch League personality.
I mean, it's an
Boo.
owl personality.
It is.
I quit.
Let me check the rulebook, and I find that to be acceptable.
I make the rules. And see, me calling Hedwig mostly white wasn't racist.
That is true.
Anyway,
I'm beginning to regret making you a tournament official.
oof. It worked out in the end, didn't it?
The season's over. We could just fire him.
Alright, moving on to owl personality number 2. They are a hard shill for Marvel.
Is it the San Francisco Shock?
It's not the whole team, no.
Hard show for Marvel.
Hard chill.
Well, I essentially gave you guys clue number 2. I assume I get one guess, and then I have to wait for the next clue.
Yeah, we'll do it like Jeopardy, why not? Marvel. No, not Marvel, Tony. A for
Excuse me,
effort, though.
that's not
I
Marvel.
like,
That's Marv 1.
I like, yeah, right. Marv 1, check yourself. Alright, hint number 2. Wishes he could snap away the Titans, which was
Super.
not super. I think I've done super before, haven't I?
I think you have.
It's not Rascal, is it?
It's not Rascal. Hint number 3.
I don't know.
He
Who the
likes
hell plays May first shot?
he likes gingers. His Instagram was full of pictures of him with ginger people. It was kind of strange.
That's weird.
It was really weird to the point where I was like, okay.
It's not Sinatra, is it?
It is Sinatra.
Sinatra! Dude, he is weird.
He's
Evil on the board for the first time.
Is Evil playing for chat?
He is playing for
I will
chat,
play
yes.
for chat. I am representing chat.
Donnie's in there.
Donnie,
There
you
you go,
still
Donnie.
get a
He's
point
not a
as
chat.
being part
Donnie
of
got a
chat.
point.
Where are you not? You did get a point. You're beating Shadow and Cool Pup.
Now, me and Donnie are tag teaming this for chat.
And the last hint was Mr. 150K.
Ah,
Alright.
That would have been a dead giveaway.
The only other person I can think of is Gomsu, with as much as he hangs out with Note.
That's a good point. Alright, moving on to number 3. Adept with bows in and out of the game.
Oh, is this one gonna be Bren? Because he technically won,
It's not Brent.
but it's the other one.
I have no idea. These are all hard.
I mean, Cool Pup like
I think
almost basically got
out of the game is pretty questionable considering he lost to Brent, but it's Corey.
it's
Corey.
Corey.
It is
No, he
Corey.
does play some Hanzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a IRL Hanzo 1v1. They had toy bow and arrows when
It was really weird.
when the Dallas game went really long because
They needed to fill time.
So
needed
they
to build
drug
that.
Corey from the back.
Yeah.
They were gonna do a Hanzo 1v1 in game, but because they couldn't get on stage, they got toy bows and arrows and they just did it there.
Number 2,
Also,
3,
that's
and
my point. That's not Shadow's point. Thank you very much.
Oh, I did put it on Shadow. I double-clicked Cool Pup's score and it changed Shadows. I have it mixed up on my overlays.
It's because I'm a tournament official and I automatically get points anyway.
The other 3 hints were can't dance, like for sure can't dance. There's too many videos on there of him trying to dance, and it's just like he ain't Shadowburn, that's for sure. He got good just in time to not amount to anything, and then next season, comma right, and then I wrote in cricket sounds.
Mickey?
Oh no, that was just the last few clues for. Mickey's never gonna play again.
Hefe hands.
All right, moving on to number 3. Has the best dog and owl. I mean, they're all the best, but you know what I mean.
It's Gamsu.
It is not Gamsu.
What the fuck?
Has the best dog and owl. Oh, it's SPV.
It is. It's Savioli.
Dang it!
SPV
No,
is the best
you are
dog in Overwatch.
Actual
Right?
liars.
I'm also a
Actual
tracer main, so I
liars.
know all these. I know the tracers.
Coke gave his dog treats. Like in his box full of random stuff they gave them for the Atlanta thing, there was treats in there for his dog. Hit number 3 was...
Dogman's a good guess though.
That is a good guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 was, did I mention how great his dog is? And number 4 was also apparently he has a hedgehog, which is interesting. But that is another point to chat. We got 0 for Shadow, 1 for Cool Pop, and chat's just pulling ahead here.
Evil doing all the work over
yeah.
here.
He is.
Hey, you notice the 2 people that I picked both are like
Yeah.
notable tracer players.
Yup. Number 5. Hint number 1. I promise I'll get through this one without crying. Number 2, 3, and 4. It's just not fair. Fuck you, Sato. He didn't deserve it.
Fraggy.
It's Fraggy, yeah.
Mm.
He's
He's having a redemption.
Steve's from Philly.
Oh.
sad.
It hurts here.
I'm
I'm not pointing to my heart. I'm pointing to my liver.
Accurate. All right, one more to perhaps break up the tie between Cool Pup and Chat. Has great taste in design.
Great taste in design.
Zoe.
Yeah, it's not Zoe.
Dang
Although that
it.
is accurate. Not Jonak. Asks Donnie.
That was gonna be my guess, but I also don't think he's that good at design. Or at least.
Just keep in mind, this is all based off things I've seen on social media. It's not Bumper either.
Surefour?
Number 2, it's not Surefour. Although he does have nice hair. Number 2 is he boops in style.
He boops in
Oops,
style.
in style. So a Lucio player.
Cruz?
It's not Cruz. Okay, hit number 3. Certainly not the best beard in Owl.
I don't know.
It's not. Dogman?
It's not Dogman.
Oh,
Has
what?
Dogman ever had a beard?
I don't know. He might, but I could. He seems like a guy that wouldn't
Dogman's
grow a
Dogman's
good
flex
beard.
support.
I don't know. I just know he feeds a lot.
Hint number 4. Yeah, he does.
I just see him in the kill feed, but on the wrong side of it.
Hint number 4 has never once been honked.
Once been Oh, Big Goose.
Yep.
Duh.
Oh,
Evil with the win.
wow.
That's right, chat. We got this.
Chat / Donnie Duck, take the cake.
Donnie Duck Gaming.
Boo.
And with that, I'm sure the match is really ready to go. But the
All
great
right.
taste in design was from their redesign with the
Oh, the Glads.
the big geese.
The Los
you mean?
Angeles Big Geese.
And as we're entering to the game, I'll move the scene over and just leave everything unmuted because we're already here. Why not?
Initiating match.
And on to, is this one City Center?
This one would be City Center. Beaks up, by the way.
Beaks up. I loved their tweet where it was like the twit longer thing, and you think it's gonna be an announcement about them like getting rid of like the big geese thing or whatever, and it's just get honked.
Get honked. Yeah. They see Chengdu rebranded their Twitter to Big
Oh my
Geese.
god, I'm so
for this
happy with that
weekend.
right now.
Oh, dude.
It's so funny. They know that like it's gonna be real close between them and the Valiant, and the Shock are probably gonna shit all over Valiant, so it like all rests on the Gladiators.
I don't know. Shields up. Let's go Gladiators.
Beaks up.
Beaks up.
I really hope they make Big Geese merchandise. I want it.
I want that, the duck with the GG.
Oh my god, yeah.
I want that. Alright. Typical, I guess what we've seen so far, the pattern consists with, AT Orange on Mayblade, Fortnite goats, and then regular Baptiste goats on the side of NFG Chaos.
Coconut IPA goats.
Coconut IPA goats. Is this the caramel frap of goats?
I think so, yes. As you see a bit of scrappy back and forth goats action. And Hawkfire is going to get the first kill onto Miller. Immortality Field comes up just a little bit late. Immortality Field down as Coconut IPA Goats backs onto the point. Burning goes for another charge on the Leaf. Doesn't get it, although Leaf is going to be caught on the wrong side of their own wall. Will die to Rosen. Rosen, I don't know. They'll get that fuel logo out of my face. As we see Coalescence out for both sides. A big Shattered gonna come out of Burning. And it will get 2. Papa Twigs will fall to it, being the biggest kill, as more have come back. Almost captured for NFG Chaos. Self-destruct is gonna be used. Burning will get the kill on the Iceberg. Hawkfire is gonna get D-mech, and then finally beat down by Psycho Gamer. And the percentage will finally tick up for NFG Chaos.
I was a bit scared when NFG Chaos took that rather like aggressive push into the hallway there towards traffic, especially once you saw Miller go down early. I thought that was just it. I think with your regular goats, you're more willing to just kind of sit on point and force Magos to come out into the open where Maywall is less effective.
Hard to see a big grab come out. Burning Tatum is going to die though, unfortunately. We're going to see Dan use the Death Blossom to just kind of pressure out more damage. Leaf will then drop the Blizzard in. The Blizzard itself will kill Miller, stall up everybody else. Shani's going to take out Psycho Gamer. Leaf's going to take out Shadow Kitten. Manico will fall to Dan. We're definitely going to look this Philly logo over the Fuel one. And the point will switch over to Attack Torb Orange.
It's so hard to just run into this comp. Playing Goats is so weird into like May, Orisa. Even Reaper, which we joke, lol, Goats counter Reaper.
You almost
Like-
have to like fake push every time to bait out Maywall with your Diva or something like that. And then
Yeah.
actually do your Goats push after the Maywall's down. Because right now the Maywall is just splitting the whole team, and it's really what's kind of enabling all the kills to come through. As the beat is oh no, it does get out on the 3 of them. But the beat doesn't make it to any of the tanks as it was blocked by Leaf's wall. We're going to see Dan go into the support line here. Miller Forever will take out Dan, however, as he just got a little over-ambitious. Iceberg's going to fall as well, as it looks like NFG Chaos is cleaning up on the point here. Now just with Shani left to go, surviving as long as she can, and she does finally fall to Manicore, and the point will switch back over, only having made it to 50%.
See, now that push is much better because you're just pushing out on a point where it's way more open. With Maywall, granted Maywall ended up blocking a little bit of beat, but like, what's Maywall gonna do in that situation? It's not gonna do much because everyone can just walk around it for free.
It's not like you're sticking it in a choke or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas right now, the Maywall is going to work out real well as Moira is walled off from her team. However, the self-destruct is going to stall out things long enough for basically everyone to make it out alive. As the fight tips over into NFG Chaos's favorite with that self-destruct.
The grab bomb, securing at least a kill, and the D-Mech is going to stop this push in its tracks. This is very dangerous positioning from NFG Chaos, again, into like a narrow choke point against the Mei. But with ultimates and just stealing fights as early as possible, it's doable.
We're going to see the Maywall come down again, but a big shatter for Burning. They're going to immediately confirm 2 kills. We're going to see Coalescence come out on the side of NFG Chaos as well, as Hawkfire just barely makes it to the point to touch with Iceberg. Iceberg, the only one left on point, immediately dies. And that's looking like it's going to be round 1 to NFG Chaos.
That was fantastic. Aggressive shatter, pushing past the shield to just throw down the hammer. Early ultimates will steal you so many fights. Helps equalize the ult economy. But in that case, it was basically last fight too. That really early shatter just ended the point.
As after I said Coconut IPA, Goats, I did get a message from Shadow in Discord saying, boo. Which means my
I think you're gonna get fired if you make one more reference to
fired,
it.
yeah. And seeing that comp is coming back out again, I'm gonna drop it in. But when he has stopped thinking about it.
It's like how you tell like a sibling, I'm gonna kick you.
But not right now.
But not right now. But eventually I will kick you.
The mental torture is almost worse than the actual kick.
Yeah.
And that's just true. Oh, as we're gonna see Burning get dropped down in the middle, which is almost like a death with the amount of time you have to walk back. Psycho Gamer wisely kind of jumping down there with him, as we are gonna see Burning charge across point. You join with Ross, however, all 3 supports are gonna fall on the side of NFG Chaos, as Attack Orb Orange will quickly take the point and build some percentage.
Huge haul into the pit, like you said, basically almost like a death. And at least the good news there was Attack Orb Orange's willingness to just rotate to point right away after it happened. I think a lot of times people just sit there on high ground because high ground equals good, but I think like at that point you just need point presence.
Yeah, you've won the fight at that point.
Yep, just have point presence, finish. Oh, wow.
You see they just supercharge from Burning again. I love it. Gets frozen, lives through thanks to the bubble. Bubbled again. It's gonna shatter, get 3. Hawkfire, Papa Twigs, and Iceberg.
Hawkfire is gonna get D-Mega. Iceberg goes down to Rosalind. Shadow Kitten taking down Hawkfire, the baby diva. Dan will go down eventually. The flip coming in here for NFG Chaos.
And again, not too bad. They made it up to about 60%. But we're going to see 3 ults out already for Coconut IPA Goats. Almost at the grab and beat as well. And at the rate Burning's been building up those shatters, I'm just assuming he's going to get it this fight.
I think that reference might have been just a bit too early. I think you could have done waiting a bit longer.
Alright.
Yep. Bongos comes down here for Attack Orb Orange. Papa Twig's gonna get the D-Mech and the lamp. As slowly the Maygoats pushes in towards main. Wall on the right side. Not really gonna block anyone off. Not enough to at least aggress to the point. Ooh, but that's a good halt. But Baptiste gets to leap back up for free.
Psycho almost booped down in the hole. I like what Shani was going for there. However, he landed just a little bit too short. Perhaps moved in the direction of the boop before it happened. Papa Twigs is going to fall to Burning. Dan will get a kill from Manticore, but Burning will fly in with another one of those miraculous charges and kill Dan. As Leaf's left in the ice block, Wall's out to stall a bit as well. But they don't have the point. And at this point, it's just kind of feeding ult for the side of NFG Chaos. They're just getting free goats ults now. As Attacker Orange just kind of hangs out on point, we're going to see Grav come. Catch Papa, well, not really catch Papa Twigs because they went fortified.
Would you say Burning's Brian play is not to trigger you, Fraggy-esque?
You know what? Yeah. I will call it Fraggy-esque. Crazy charges backed up by their team. The team knows they're going to happen, or at least is just so used to their Rhine throwing that they expect it and pocket him.
They didn't have to call him out like that.
Oh, as the
Maywall.
Shatter's blocked by a clutch Maywall. And we're going to see the Mayblade combo. Blizzard and Death Blossom. As Burning is the only one, or well, one of two left on point now. As he does charge across, get froze. Manticore is all that's left. I bail now, you're already at 99%. As Dan confirms the kill, and the point will flip back over to Attack Torb Orange.
Nice big wall by Leaf. I think Iceberg did get shattered and eventually, unfortunately, charged, but it took a while. Iceberg wasn't going to die straight away to the any sort of follow-up from the shatter. It took a whole charge to come in to actually finish off Iceberg, and then I think at that point, just, again, the disruption of having the Mei running down against the regular goats. But we got to stop this aggressive charging for Burning. If you're Attack Torb Orange, that's what broke open the fight last time in this exact situation.
And they put the wall in front of his face as to deny his charge. The pull does almost pull the whole team down into the pit. Just narrowly avoiding it. Here comes the charge, fortified just in time by Papa Twigs to deny it. He's just going to shatter Dan anyway. Will confirm the kill. Self-destruct down on both sides. Getting two on the side of Hogfire. Well, one and the kill on the Immortality field, which could lead to further kills. However, Miller is going to get a kill on the Leaf. And that's a big part of the sharp end of the stick for Mayblade. As Hogfire gets demeched, kind of left to live as they focus on trying to kill Shani before she gets the beat out. She does, however. Keeping everyone up a little alive a little longer, enabling Dan to finally make it back with that quick teleport. Will Wraith, as the rest of his team gets caught up in the Graviton Surge. However, Dan will kill Miller, who was focusing on the Grav at the time. Leaf will get the kill off on Manticore. And he gets another Death Blossom, gets mostly eaten. However, while that's going on, Shani will get the boot kill on the Shadow Kitten. Self-destruct will come in, gets nothing, more of a remake than anything for Ross. Iceberg dropped down into the pit with the Coalescence, shooting up, does get a kill on the Psycho Gamer. And that'll be round 2 to Attack Torb Orange.
Iceberg and Shawnee living so long in that last fight, able to keep up the squishies, the baby diva, up to stall out the point, get the respawns back. I was going to make a point about what I really appreciated Rosla doing in the initiation of that last fight was taking that little high ground on the side there, I guess the little wall, and just being able to pump in damage, break the really early Immortality field from Shadow Kitten. Shadow Kitten's Immortality fields need to get a little bit better, by the way. They're just getting popped way too early.
Yeah, hide him behind a wall or something.
At least, like, don't even pop it that early. You need to be popping it in response to damage that's, like, lethal, not early poke damage.
Was used once to counter a self-destruct on the first round here, but yeah, definitely like to see more of it. And it was more of like a personal save more than the rest of the team, as we do see the early lamp again, just dies immediately to Iceberg. Ross is gonna get frozen and demeched. As Dan is working on killing Burning, he's just swinging away as the rest of his team gets frozen a little bit, and they're a bit backed into a corner as they're down 1. Shadow Kitten and Burning Tatum frozen does result in a kill on the Burning. Coalescence out already for Manticore. However, with your main tank gone, that ult was probably worth holding on to as Shadow Kitten falls as well. And the fight just slowly tips more and more into the favor of Attack Orb Orange as Iceberg gets a kill on Miller. Psycho Gamer, Papa Twigs is going to demech Ross and finally confirm the kill. Dan will kill Manticore, and Attack Orb Orange will turn the point over in their favor.
I think this point, just being a little bit more compact with that pillar in the middle, is going to favor the Mei and the Mei Blade of Attack Orb Orange. I feel like this is going to be really hard for Goats to fight into, especially now that they're going to be facing 5 ultimates with only 1.
So Cool Pup, level with me here. Why is it called Fortnite Goats?
Because Mei is a builder. Mei builds walls.
By that logic, it could also be Bob the Builder Goats. So.
But poggers. Fortnite poggers!
I do live near that kid that won like however many $1 million. As Dan is gonna swing through with the Beyblade. Blizzard is gonna get eaten by Ross, which is huge. As we see kills coming in for both sides faster than I can say them. We're gonna see Burning get walled off from the rest of his team and killed by Iceberg. As Psycho Gamer bails wisely as that fight was over. We'll be coming back with the graph.
Yep, now is your time of your NFG Chaos. 5 ultimates just about coming up. You got 3 out of Attack Orb Orange. This is your push, and it needs to happen now. Otherwise, this is probably last fight. And this is going to be your last fight of the series. You're down 2-0.
My ultimate is almost ready.
For sure. And they do have all those quality Goats ultimates. The Grav, the Bomb, the Shatter. We'll just see how they put them into play.
Yep, I hope to see Discipline. But maybe they overcommit to Secure.
Huh? You're going to see the Shatter get nothing, the Self-Destruct get nothing. The Coalescence Grab combo was pretty solid. We're going to see Beat come out of Miller as well, as they're throwing in as many ults as they can, and they are starting to confirm kills now with the Beat out. We're going to see Papa Twigs and Hawkfire fall to Manicore's Death Orb, and point will finally turn over for NFG Chaos. However, they used every single ult.
Slightly awkward interaction there. You saw Burning throw in that Shatter onto the Remaking Diva. I think there's a little bit of time where like the Remaking Diva not immune to damage, but is immune to CC effects, and I think the remech actually blocked Shatter.
That was pretty, that's something I certainly haven't seen happen, and I will be clipping later. As NFG Chaos moves up for the fight, and Attack Orb Orange is like, well, we don't have to take it, there's a flank route we can take, and they rotate onto point, and they're able to set up their bunker in the corner. Coalescence out for both sides of the field. Burning Tatum is going to get a kill onto Leaf, but then is quickly off by Dan. Coalescence out now for Manticore. Miller Forever is going to get a boop kill onto Dan, as Papa Twigs is just hanging out in the corner. Hawkfire is demech. And at this point, it's time to die and come back for another fight before you give the Goats grinder too much ult charge.
Shawnee just getting chased down by the mafioso of Manticore.
Hey.
And I actually really appreciate that rotation, though. I think that was a really fantastic rotation. Maybe not going to that far corner was the greatest idea, but like that rotation, I think Shawnee played that hole really well.
Agreed. Definitely a good call out. All better. And as the Lucy, I am assuming she called it out. As we see a bit more of a head-on attack. Immortality field out and is dropped immediately by Papa Twigs. Blizzard out and is not eaten this time. However, Burning Tatum saves the day a little bit, getting a big Shatter, stopping any more to follow up too much on the Blizzard. He is going to fall, however. Burning will be killed by Dan. Death Blossom is going to come in, and with Ross frozen, nothing to eat up the damage. Miller Forever is going to die. Ross self-destructs to remake. We're going to see Shani get a kill on the Shadow Kitten. Ross is going to get frozen in D-Mech as well, as we see Manticore fighting a bit of a 1v1 here with Hawkfire. Leaf is going to drop Manticore. Ross is all that's left to contest point will die. And Control will switch back over to Attack Torb Orange. And with no one left to touch the point, that'll be game, set, and match for Attack Torb Orange.
That was a big, brave shatter from Burning in the face of getting frozen by the Mei ultimate. Unfortunately, did not pick up the Reaper just around the corner. He dies. The fight kind of snowballs a little bit from there. No follow-up for the halfway decent grab that came out for Psycho Gamer, and I think we see it. May Blade better than Old Goods? Question mark?
Well, I mean, again, there's no Brigitte there, but
true. But certainly an interesting. If you would have told me ahead of time this would have been the result, I don't think I would have believed you.
agreed. Attack Torb Orange really went to work clearly and came out with a pretty solid Mayblade composition. As we real quick push into intermission, we'll be back for the next map. Hey folks, and welcome back to our final map here on Junkertown of our match between Attack Torb Orange and NFG Chaos. Off mic, Coolpup and I were talking a little bit about Chengdu's bid to have the Gladiators beat Valiant so they can get into the playoffs. How you feeling about that that match between the Gladiators and Valiant, Coolpup?
As a Gladiators fan, I'm very nervous. Even though Gladiators, they're a top 6 team in the standings, man, do they play some weird games sometimes. It never feels like the same team week in, week out.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
And I guess back to this match, what's your takeaway of what Attack Torb Orange is doing right and what NFG Chaos could be working on.
I think Attack Torb Orange got down on the ground for the meta comp pretty early. I like their use of the May walls. For NFG Chaos, they just need to realize when they can go in and when they can't, specifically into like chokes and things of that nature. Like them attacking in the open is so much better than when they attack into enclosed spaces. But oh my gosh, what an anti-nade!
I don't even. Yeah, that anti-nade was absolutely disgusting. I was initially gonna be like, are we gonna see like a Windland hold here? But that anti-nade from Manticore was so massive, stopped the whole bunker set up there against the wall, and they're gonna get a whole lot of free space out of this one.
Fantastic anti-nade. Iceberg going I wouldn't say quiet, but definitely map 3, and so far at the beginning of map 4, Manticore has been just keeping up with very high support play.
See another anti-nade come out. Maywall drops straight on point. We're going to see Burning Tatum get a kill on Leaf. Dan. Miller Forever turning suit and falling to Hawkfire. Papa Twig is going to fall as well. However, we're going to see another one of Burning Tatum shatters get 3. Charges the already demeched Hawkfire into a wall. Swinging a bit more at Iceberg now at Papa Twigs. Pulling them over off on the wall, helping Papa Twigs survive a little bit longer. Stalling point a little bit more. As Leaf gets caught in the Graviton, Iceberg comes back to fight a little bit. Dies to Psycho Gamer. Papa Twig's still alive using the Supercharger to contest point a little bit longer. Psycho wisely decided to destroy the Supercharger before going in to confirm the kill on Papa Twigs. Hawkfire is going to get antied very quickly. D-Mech dying on point. Shani, the last one left live on point, and she quickly falls to Psycho Gamer. And we're going to see a point A capture here on Junkertown for NFG Chaos.
Yep, NFG getting able to play their GOATS game a little bit better when it's wide open, where the Maywall does not matter as much. Coming into this next fight with 5 ultimates. Though now, the space closes in a little bit. High ground's a little bit more at play. Your rotations aren't very clear, considering where this damage is coming from. So, this will be interesting. I want to see how NFG Chaos approaches this on GOATS.
And it looks like Attack Torb Orange is like setting up a bit around the side here. I'm not sure what the setup they're looking for.
Oh my gosh, this is...
As, oh boy, a big rotation out on the side of NFG Chaos. However, it doesn't seem to be working as they lose all 3 of their supports.
You see the plan happening. Outside NFG Chaos, they're going for that rotation, but the fantastic read from Attack Torb Orange. They just push point. They just take card presence, and it splits the team enough. Not everyone went with the full rotation on NFG Chaos. There were still 2 of them stuck on point, 2 or 3 of them rather.
And I guess
and when you
really
just have
telegraphed that rotation.
Yep. You got to be a little bit faster, and maybe you don't need to have someone sit cart, or you need to sit cart long enough till you can push it far, and then you're more comfortable just leaving it. Because as it is, if you want to make that rotation again, Attack Torb Orange is going to drop down a cart and say, no, you're going to have to fight us down here. And they're perfectly okay with that.
It's almost like what their comp's built for. As we are going to see the Lizard kind of thrown along the side of the takeaway sign here, not getting too much. As Burning and Manticore are going to put 2 kills in for NFG Chaos. As Burning gets nanted and just swings away, his favorite thing to do, holding that left leg. As Hawkfire gets D-Mech killed, and the cart moves forward for NFG Chaos. And I believe this will be a point B capture.
Not really impressed by that one, Leaf. That's for sure.
Probably
great
the first
shatter
Blizzard
again.
that was whiffed this whole match. They've been pretty on point otherwise.
Yeah, indeed. Everyone gets one, but Burning just continuing with the big shatters.
And this is the part of Junkertown where I'd expect to see Arisa shine a bit more here for Attack for Orange. A lot of places to sit. Well, as I say that, Burning is going to get a huge shatter. Charge Papa Twigs all the way across the world, and while he's gone, Hawkfire is going to drop in a self-destruct. Get 4 as they had nothing to hide behind or get away to. Ross is going to get demeched and then staggered to infinity, frozen, and then killed by Shani.
The bomb to save the point there from Hawkfire. Fantastic bomb, like you said, catching Burning, not only charging out. You saw Zarya already use Friend Bubble, and he was just Burning wasn't in a position to help out his teammates. It was just the perfect situation to throw that Hail Mary bomb.
Grab bomb come out, beat as well. The bomb is going to confirm kills on Shani and Papa Twigs. As Burning gets another charge in there, D-Max Hawkfire and eventually swings to kill them. Dan is going to kill Manticore, but not before the rest of his team is killed, and he's the only one left on point. And he quickly dies to Psycho Gamer as the cart moves a little more forward here on point C. This can be such a long last capture.
Yeah, around this bend it tends to get really hard if you lose a fight, and you trying to have to recapture the cart when it's this far out is such a pain. Burning, looking for a trademark shatter that he's just thrown down all game.
And there it is. As he charges Leaf to get out of the blizzard, does get the kill as Dan is going to Death Blossom on his team. Does get a kill off on Miller, however Burning will come back, kill Dan. He's going to get nanoed, and now he's running into attack for blue. And Hawkfire is going to get charged into his own fortified Arisa, leaving Burning closer with his team, doesn't have to charge all the way. And Papa Twigs is going to get anti-nated as well. The wall does come in for Leaf, and is able to confirm the kill against Burning Tatum with it. As Immortality Field does come out of Shadow Kitten, very well timed one, keeping most of the team alive. Beat is going to be invested as well. As you see Papa Twigs coming out using the Supercharger. He's going to die, Self-Destruct will come out. All Hawkfire gets out of it is killing the Immortality Field, as Hawkfire is focused down by Psycho Gamer and Manticore D-Neck. Ross is going to get the kill on the Iceberg. Burning Tatum's Shatter will just outright kill Hawkfire. As Leaf spins around the backside of the point with Shani, Self-Destruct is going to come out, and it's going to destroy Papa Twigs' spin to win. And that'll be capture on point C for NFG Chaos with 41 seconds left in the time bank.
Manticore, big anti-nades. Big anti-nades to just kind of break open that fight eventually. We saw a little bit of the trickle come out. And it's going to happen there. But NFG Chaos doing as solid of a job as they could to just minimize the staggers, eventually cap the point. Shadow Kitten finally throwing out a really good Immortality Field to save from the Diva Bomb. Things lined up really well there for NFG Chaos.
For sure, for sure. And just like another crazy shatter out of Burning. That the charge into the fortified Arisa of Papa Twigs to D-Mech Hawkfire was probably my highlight of that fight.
Ready for battle.
While nanoed too. It's just...
Yeah. Stops him in a spot where he's in the middle of Attack Toward Orange, nanoed, D-Mech the Diva, and he's just free to swing around and get all the free damage in the world.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
If his team wasn't down 3-0 right now, I think this is a Reinhardt display worthy of the Golden Hammer.
For sure, as he does have a Golden Hammer.
I think he's got a big one enough. Big enough Golden Hammer.
As we see a bit of a sneaky hold here on the side of NFG Chaos. Not quite the ridiculous Finland-worthy hold to start out. As Papa Burning is just going to come straight out and start swinging the hammer, not wasting any time. He is going to get set on fire, but he's still swinging away, trying to put as much damage into Papa Twigs as possible. We'll get the kill, however, in the meantime, Dan is going to get the kill off on the Manticore. And they're going to have to back up a little bit, down one of their supports. We do see Shadow Kitten playing new Brigitte. And I will be following them along a little bit to see how it gets played out.
New Brig. Old Goat's New Brig.
Hey.
Iceberg going to the Bastion just to pressure out of spawn. It's a decent idea if you're getting full held at spawn. Just throw something with so much overwhelming damage like the Bastion. You don't have to pocket it hardcore. Basically sitting in spawn. That's gonna break the spawn camp. Eventually, point control gonna go over here to attack toward orange.
And they're just gonna set up the pirate ship now.
Are we sticking to this Bastion play? Nope.
JK.
Iceberg back to the Ana. Leaf on this Hanzo, which is very interesting. Hanzo, Ash for your DPS comp against goats. Interesting choices.
I was excited for the pirate ship, but oh well.
And we can't have it all.
Ooh, huge hook combo to get the kill on the Manticore. As Burning does get anti-nated, and it's going to be slowly and surely the death of him. As he does get out of Shatter, gets nothing. And another anti-nade comes out as Beat fades away for NFG Chaos. And it looks like they're taking control here. As Psycho Gamer gets a kill onto Hogfire, Papa Twigs falls as well. Everyone's on fire, but everyone on Attack Toward Orange is backing up. As Leaf does try and put a little bit of chip damage in. Not going to get much when you're shooting the wall.
I think you just need to use this dragon and possibly get off Hanzo. I know the Mei wasn't super fantastic with how open this area was, but I think you should still be playing it, if only to like make the front line more afraid of pushing in than it is right now.
And there's the dragon, split things up a little bit. They do try and haul it into it. It does do a decent amount of damage. As Burning Tatum is hooked into the back line, takes the opportunity to charge and kill Iceberg. As kills are coming in like crazy here for NFG Chaos. And Dr. Barnes is going to be forced to back out if they can. Shani trying to keep Hawkfire alive. Bunny hopping around as much as she can to stay alive as well. And does make it back into spawn thanks to Iceberg choking out. However, that does leave Hawkfire in a bit of a bind. Although he's going to take the opportunity to whole hog, gets a nanoed. He's just a damaged machine now. Not sure who to focus on though, as everyone very wisely kites away for NFG Chaos. And here comes the long ride from Burning as he gets charged into a wall and eventually focused down by the rest of his team. Miller is going to get slept in, then headshot by Leaf. That could be a good first pick to maybe move towards equalizing things.
Shawnee going for the brave Battle Mercy at the tail end of the vault. Rally popped out by Shadow Kid. Another big shatter from Burning. And the bomb to follow up.
3.
The bomb taking advantage of the awkward shield placement from Papa Twigs. Is this going to be a full hold?
As Attack Orb Orange seemingly falling apart a bit here on Junkertown. A lot of the coordination we saw in the last 3 maps just isn't quite there, as we do see Dan come back on the Bastion to just try and punch a hole back through to the point, and it's going to be difficult as they all get grabbed. It looks like Shani's going to be the only one to touch the point, and right now she seems to be backcapping. Nope, they did find her. She will be laid down by Miller, although damage done by most of the team. Leaf comes back as Symmetra, just teleporting to try and get back quickly. But that'll be the final map to NFG Chaos.
I'm not in love with Attack Toward Orange's DPS picks on that attack. I think we could have played Mei. I like the Sim pick at the end. I think Sim is pretty underrated right now.
With her broken
Burning had themselves a map though.
This was Burning's map just to shine. And if it weren't for the fact that they did lose 3-1, he'd definitely be getting the Golden Hammer. But as it stands, I will be giving the Golden Hammer to Iceberg.
Yes.
Except I pulled the wrong thing over.
Iceberg quieting down a little bit maps 3 and 4, but still very solid support play. Instrumental in Attack Torb going up 2-0 very early on. Big anti-nades. Combination of just huge sustain on the Moira with big heals, and also a little bit of damage in there, some DPS Moira. You kind of like to, kind of not like to see it, but I mean, it was great. I think Iceberg played fantastically this entire series.
For sure, definitely. I don't want to say a carry because the rest of Attack Orb Orange did play very well and very together for those first
Think
3 maps. But
Leafs
definitely
May, definitely good honorable mention.
for sure, for sure. But just Iceberg's aggressiveness really drew the hammer in. And
Fantastic stuff.
it was nice casting with you today, Cool Pup. And as a reminder, Cool Pup and I will be back tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time, to stream the final match before knockout rounds.
Is it the same PO box too?
It is the same PO box, but I won't say it out loud again so you don't get swatted.
All right, we're cutting the VOD, right?
Yep, we're gonna edit that out. Don't worry about it, folks. We didn't say anything. We'll edit that out too.
You didn't see anything.
Hey. And as one final reminder, at 8:30 tomorrow night Eastern time, we will be streaming the picks of the All-Star team. Leaf and Beast are the 2 captains, and we'll do a snake draft kind of thing with 2 people. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but we'll.
I'm sure we'll be given details at the event. Someone very smart, or maybe not very smart, is behind the scenes figuring this all out. Who knows?
If you're with 2 people, I imagine like we're doing like first person picks 2 and then go from there. But we'll see.
We'll see.
But otherwise, folks, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you having here. We've been Cool Pup and Steve. Have a good night.
Have a great night.